Welcome to another exciting episode of Excitement and Brown Sock.
And Tuesday.
You fucked that up.
Yeah, I did. Intentionally.
Tuesday.
And Tuesday.
Hello.
End it all now. Hey, what's up, guys?
Forgot I was
really
shooting
loud. So,
Cool.
obviously, Brown Sock Tuesday, episode 34.
34.
34.
Oh.
Holy
Well, if you
fuck,
stayed
how many
with us
weeks
and watched
is that?
every podcast, thank you.
It's like 34 weeks, bro. It's exactly 34 weeks.
Isn't it 42 weeks in a year?
52.
52. I was off by 10 days. By 10 weeks.
Okay, I was off by 10 days.
10 weeks.
Apparently there's a day in a week. So.
Well, Coquille
Day in a
Middle
lifetime.
Damn, what a great start.
Yeah.
So, does anyone else admire
Yes.
this year's month of February as much as I do?
Not yet.
No, because it's not February yet.
It makes me. By the time this comes out,
It'll be February.
it'll be
but-
February. The month of February 2015 is like the best thing to happen to a calendar.
Oh yeah, because it is exactly...
It's
a
4
box.
rows. it's the best thing ever.
What do you mean 4 rows? Like.
I'll show you real quick.
Sunday starts on 1. 28 days.
Oh yeah, it's one of those 4-row months.
It's awesome.
So
No, it's
perfect.
like, it's not.
Yeah, it's one of those
It's
exact
like perfect.
months.
Yeah.
Months.
That only happens once every
Yeah.
24 years.
Seriously?
Mm-hmm.
That's actually pretty cool though. I like that.
Actually, I think it's less than 24 years.
I think it's
like,
Probably.
6 or 7.
huh?
I think it's 6 or 7.
Doesn't matter.
No, I mean like makes the perfect box because I'm like
yeah.
1 in 4 years.
It
is the
wouldn't be
extra day.
24.
Yeah, it'd be more. It's like 24
Yeah.
times 2, which is like
Well, I mean,
Really
doesn't really matter
off.
either.
this is
So
an easy number. 48. Anyway,
why are
Matt.
we talking about this?
It's Matthew.
I don't know what you got.
Well, so
Sorry for my appreciation of numbers and months.
but you said enough with math.
I did. I just said math and whatever, but no, go.
Oh well, so
I'll shut my mouth. My mouth.
crap, I'm
grew.
trying to remember what day. I think it was like either Monday or Tuesday. I ended up playing a bunch of GTA Online, and yeah, so that was fun. Went into an online sesh, and what the fuck are you doing with your face? Lauren was like doing like a fish kiss at me. I don't know what the hell that was.
He was on an online JO sesh.
Yeah, but yeah, I was on an online JTA sesh with Zernias, and like we went to the beach and we were like playing Shark Attack. We were hitting people with our
Went to the
jet skis.
beach each. Let's
Yeah.
go get away.
Let's go get away.
Hey.
Hey.
Ah!
But anyway, like people started crowding around us, like other players in the game. They were the most polite motherfuckers for some reason. Like that was the best GTA like online match I had had for a while. But there was 2 guys in there who would just go kill us randomly, anybody in there, and like it was the only 2 dudes that were being dicks out of the 16 of us in that sesh. And Zernios ended up getting really pissed with him. He's like, "Fight me," or she's like, "Fight me" and stuff. And yeah, it was pretty funny.
Fight me
because
IRL, bro.
she's like, "You're just being a cunt. Now get over here and fight me."
She didn't say that.
That's exactly what she said. That was an exact quote from her.
I don't like her.
Why not?
Cause who is she?
She's
You-
Zernios.
Just some chick
Chick.
you met online.
Yeah.
Oh
I don't like her. Do you?
no, I don't like her.
Why not?
I don't like her. Cause we played with her.
No, we didn't.
How did you play with
No,
her?
we did.
When did we do that?
On the
I
thing.
know, like a couple days ago. We played fucking whatever.
I remember you guys.
Frogger.
Yeah. I
Oh yeah,
remember
we
that.
did.
That was last week.
Oh yeah, we did.
Shit, you're right.
She's a bitch.
I'm not the only one.
She shot Lauren.
I know. I was there.
I got
No, you
more
weren't.
kills.
I was. Yeah. It
Oh
was,
yeah, you were.
It was last
Oh,
week.
Yeah, you were.
But it wasn't.
I got more kills on her, so whatever.
Yeah.
I was sitting here watching you guys. So I was like,
Yeah. I remember you guys were so pissed at each other. Or she wasn't pissed at you. But
I was
How you
pissed at
voting?
her. I was happy. I was like, she keeps getting kills on Dan, but I just keep taking her out anyway, so whatever.
I hit her with a car. It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
Every time we got to the other end of the road on Frogger, she like tried to punch me in the face. And I just got tired of it, so I shot her. Like, no.
punched her in the face once, and
In the game.
yeah, in the game obviously,
None.
and she got hit by a car, like because she staggered back,
Nice.
hit the side of a car. It's awesome.
Cool.
So earlier tonight, Lauren was saying to Jacob, "You know why I don't smoke?" And
Yeah, it was like, I don't know, because it's bad for you.
"Nah,
But I failed to hear that the song
I don't want to
Set
set
the World on Fire was playing.
by the Ink Blots. If you don't know,
Yeah, so he was like, I just totally missed the joke.
I want to set the world on fire.
And I thought it was funny. I was like, what?
The Creed version.
There
Let's all take a drink at the same time.
Goddamn. So, what interesting horrors happened with you this week?
I don't know. I've made absolutely no sense most of today.
Well, did you work?
No.
That's why it didn't make sense. $4.
Today,
Oh.
I didn't have school.
It's
Yeah,
1:30.
slept in.
Slept in.
Why didn't you have school?
Because
Oh, it's Friday.
fuck the system.
Yeah, me and Lord stayed at home, even though there was no school that day.
Yep. It's probably the best solution. If there's no school, you should probably just not go.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, me and
Yeah.
Laura could have gone and just sat on the porch and left to go knock on our teachers' doors. Like, it's time for class, come on.
So I had my board of review on Wednesday, so that was cool, and I'm an Eagle Scout now.
Yeah.
Congratulations again.
But I found out that my English teacher watches these podcasts, and that's
cheers.
interesting. Hello, Mr. Teacher Man.
Hello, Mr. Teacher Man.
Or not cheers.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yay.
That sounds delightful.
Pull it out of your bag. Don't touch your bag again the rest
I
of
think
this
it's
podcast.
funny. I watched our Worms Let's Play. And I realized that the
30.
things that make noise are not the things that Daniel's concerned about, and then the things that he is concerned about aren't actually like that big of a deal. But it's just like stuff we don't notice. Like sometimes we set our drinks on that, and it doesn't look like that big of a
That
deal.
actually looks terrible.
But I listen to the podcast or fucking the
Yeah,
Worms
that
Let's
was
Play, and every time we set our drinks down, it would be like. And I was like, oh, well, maybe we shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
And then Jacob brought the bag of monsters in here,
Uh-huh.
and you were like, you should probably take the bag out of the room. And it was just like, making this little noise.
Well, I don't
That's
know
really-
how
that's
bags
really
sound
funny.
on it, because most of the time we've ever had bags in here,
You would think that it would
when you
sound
hear
bad.
it sounds fucking terrible, and it sounds like it would sound really
It's
bad on the mic.
but
But I guess it's just because it has no impact.
Yeah.
Like, when you're setting a can down, even though it sounds a lot less, it has more of an impact. So, like, actual, literal impact.
literal.
God, what else happened this week?
Yeah.
So,
Soup.
so the game with gold this half of the month was for Xbox was The Witcher 2.
Yeah, I bought it.
Yeah, it's actually a lot of
Great.
fun.
It's, yeah.
Like,
I want to watch, like, a movie based on it.
yeah, like the story's really good.
It feels like it would be, like, that character would be way cooler in a movie.
I don't know, but
Just because I watched the Witcher 3 trailer before I watched anything else to do with The Witcher,
Mhm.
and that looked fucking cool, and I would love to see a movie done like that.
But yeah, The Witcher 2, like, it's like it's such a story-driven game that like every decision that you make has different repercussions. Like if you save people in the first town,
Mm-hmm.
they come back. And they're like, "Hey, thank you for saving me. Here's all this stuff, money." Yeah. So
Yeah.
if you like don't pester them when you Sorry. I didn't know my phone's volume was on. Sorry.
Yeah, go on.
Like if you don't like ask them for money when they first go get them out, they like come back and give you more.
So it's like investing,
Yeah, it's
but using kindness to invest.
yeah, it's like karma.
Everybody knows karma only exists in Fallout.
And so when The Witcher 3 comes out, there's like they wanted to add like a way that your decisions from that you made in like The Witcher 2 or in the past games and stuff like that actually affect
The gameplay.
third.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Um, Yeah. So, but they weren't able to like transfer save data from the second to the third game.
Yeah.
One of the ideas that was tossed around is like at the beginning, they have this character who like quizzes you on the world.
Mhm.
That way, like
And like you could skip that if you
Had never played it.
had never played The Witcher
yeah,
prequels. So, and I think that'd be actually a really cool.
yeah. I
thing.
always
Yeah.
wondered about stuff like that where there's like huge decisions that you make in games because
It's
at the end of Fable 3, you become like the king or the queen, and you make like a bunch of decisions that alter the land. And I was like, if there's a Fable 4, it's gonna be like either not gonna be affected by those decisions you made in Fable 3, or like you're gonna have to do the question thing.
I mean,
Because-
like, what is next in Fable? Just because like you're already at muskets, so is it just gonna be like World War II Fable or what?
No, it's probably gonna be
World War One Fable?
heroes are gonna be gone
Yeah.
in the next Fable.
But
What
that
just came out? Fable Legends?
Yeah.
Or Fable?
Fable
Yeah.
Legends.
So that's cool.
Maybe they'll go back in time. They could do like a prequel
They
thing.
could. I don't think they will.
Oh, so you guys, any of you fans of Borderlands?
Skill, will. Strength.
That's not what I meant. Huh?
Are there you fans of
I can't.
Borderlands?
I can't play Borderlands.
Nope.
Why not?
I just can't. It's just not my.
So
my
shady.
No.
Yeah. It's not my jam. Sorry.
I couldn't get through very much, but I know
Yeah,
that.
you could.
What do you mean?
You
What the
played
fuck do
you
you
played
mean?
the crap out of it, dude.
Bullshit! Go look at my achievements.
I don't care about your achievements.
Dude,
I remember being here like 3 weeks in a row where there was you, Pelican, I think Jameson, playing like with Kindon or whatever, where I would just be sitting there like working on a Minecraft build, and I'm like, "You guys done yet?" And you're like, "No, we're just gonna hit the slots real quick," and I'm like, "Okay,
What?
see you next week."
That's a complete like farce. That's not.
That's
true
not
at all.
that's not a
That is
farce.
not true at all.
That's exactly what happened. Like 3 weeks in a row. Ask Pelican. Pelican, get back here. He'll tell you the same
Pelican,
thing.
tell me about when we ever played Borderlands together.
You played Borderlands 2 for like
I have Borderlands
3
2 right
weekends straight.
there,
Yeah.
but I haven't touched it since Isaiah
Since
was
those
here.
3 weeks.
No, since Isaiah was here.
Yeah, I remember Isaiah being.
And Isaiah has been playing it more than I have, and I maybe played.
It was
through
way
the first
before
time.
that, dude.
Yeah, but I hadn't played it.
It was
before
like
that.
when the game came out. You played the shit out of it before.
I
it
totally
came-
didn't play
You
it.
did.
So I'm gonna change the topic. So I've been like really close to 100%ing Oblivion for like ever. So I
Yeah.
finally decided that I'm gonna beat Oblivion.
Yeah,
Like,
I've seen you even playing.
I'm like, you know, I'm like 10 achievements away. Why haven't I done this yet? Oh yeah, because I've been too lazy to get on Oblivion for 5 hours and beat all the things. But I've decided that
It's 5 hours per achievement, by the way. It's gonna be 50 hours to get the rest of those fucking achievements.
Yeah. Well, it's like
I remember you got really close, right? And got glitched in the Fighters Guild? Or was that your brother?
I don't remember.
yeah, I got glitched in the Mages Guild. It just didn't give me an achievement. I was like, oh, thanks for not giving me that
Yeah,
achievement.
it's kind of like what happened in the Minecraft stream. Like when I fucking killed the
When we
ghast
got-
with its own ball.
Yeah, I did that too. And we did the
Bullshit.
potion thing.
Yeah, I know. Like
The
there was no
potions.
other way other
It was
than
like, make a potion. I made like 20.
yeah, it's like bullshit.
You haven't made a potion yet.
Not a real potion. You need
I
to make
used the potion on a villager, and I cured him of his zombiness. I have an achievement that says I made a potion and used it, but I don't have the achievement that says make a potion.
It's fucking
And-
stupid.
Like, maybe they're like, well, we want you to make a certain kind of potion.
It's bullshit.
Like I think we should just get every ingredient and make double of them.
Make every potion.
Yeah, make every single potion. Just because it's like if you don't give it to me then, there's no way I'm ever going to get that
I'm just
achievement.
banking on the chance that like the game's gonna do that thing where like on their next update it's gonna be like badoop 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 and like just give you all of the achievements, because that happens sometimes. Like
And
that happened to a lot of people
on
when they
360.
transferred. When they transferred their GTA from 360 to Xbox One. It happened with me in an update with the Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. I didn't have the Leader of the Pack achievement. That was the last one I needed. And it was just like, boop, Leader of the Pack. And I'm like, I'm not even playing Minecraft right now.
It's like I'm just.
I went in the game and I got it anyway during like a Hunger Games thing. But yeah,
Yeah.
that was fun.
I didn't. I actually like. I like the achievements in the Xbox One version of Minecraft. It was pretty fun. And again, I just like survival, so.
I was playing Minecraft with my girlfriend earlier online.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this week. And she's like,
I don't
I'm
think
coming to fight you. And I'm like, why?
I fucking hate you.
And she's like, put on your best armor.
Factions, bitch.
So, like, I didn't tell her that I had a bow.
1v1 me IRL.
So I was like,
starting it. Fuck you.
I just jumped on this hill, broke a block that made it so she couldn't get up, and just shot her with the bow. And she was like, "That's cheating." I was like, "You never said I couldn't use it."
If you want one of those, I'll make you guys one, but that one's mine.
You keep this one.
Yeah.
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 Do that.
Yeah.
It's sideways anyway.
Let's put it on sideways.
No, it's like
the button decal is sideways.
it's kind of sideways.
Yeah, probably.
That's straight right now. Is it straight?
but no.
No. That's kind of straight.
It's like really close.
It's close.
but- Excuse me, that was
It's
the
like-
first one I made.
Alright. Yeah.
Dragon
I'm
Ball.
gonna make my own design. That'd be cute.
Yeah, just give me a JPEG file of it and I'll do it.
Oh shit. Okay, never mind. I want one.
Give me a picture file of it and I'll
Yes,
I'll make you
I
one.
know. What a picture file.
I was actually like,
Give me a pedophile and I'll make you one.
Don't make me one. I
"Don't
don't
make
want to be a
Lauren a
pedophile.
pedophile."
So, any good dreams lately?
Actually,
Because I had one.
I had a dream last night, but I didn't think about it enough, so I guess I kind of lost it. But I know it had something to do with like Eli and I doing something, and
Doing it.
not it,
In the butt.
not in the butt.
Doing it in the butt.
So I want to tell a story. It's
Oh,
kind of
God.
embarrassing for Dan.
Speaking of doing it in the butt,
Doing it in the butt.
So we were walking to the store earlier this evening, and we were walking back to Dan's house. And Dan's like, we were talking about this.
Oh, never mind.
The last thing I remember,
It lagged.
laggy as shit.
yeah. Well, the last thing I remember from that camp, as Dan said, was
What's wrong with
having
No
sex.
idea.
But he was with Warren, who's a friend of ours.
No, I'll explain it to where it doesn't sound as bad.
But that's
But it's
that's
gonna
what
sound
me
worse.
and Warren heard.
No, that's what I said. I said, like the last time.
My last memory of going to that park was when I was with Warren. having
No, my
sex.
last memory with Warren was like we went to the park and had sex, and like they're all appalled or whatever.
I was like,
no, I'm just kidding. We were catching crawdads and we ate them.
And then we had like the Dan.
You know we don't care either way, right?
Right? We'll still love you the same. You're still our friends.
It's like what I decide to do with my penis is none of your business, unless it is your business. In which I'm glad there's nothing in them. In which dick wave. No, I'm just
Okay.
kidding. That looks like a fish skeleton.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway,
Yeah. Uh huh.
You know, this podcast started out really strong, and
I don't know if it did.
No, it didn't.
What are we talking about?
Fish
What happened
skeletons.
this week?
I don't know what's going on your phone.
Burping.
Disgusting.
I was giving someone advice. You
Um,
should continue to do that.
Oh, whose
Well-
advice are you giving?
So that's
I had there's a coconut on the roof at our school.
Why?
Construction workers
Fucking eating their pina coladas.
leaving coconuts on the roof. Oh,
Like a coconut on the roof. Okay, so everybody's gonna look at their phones.
well,
See how it
sorry, I'm
is.
dealing with a
so yeah, someone
serious situation.
just
Actually,
dropped some bombs on me like 2 seconds ago.
Jacob, quit texting Lauren.
I'm giving you advice. Just let me text
Oh
you.
shit. Oh man. What's coming up? From us. What are we gonna do?
It's
God,
We are going to
yeah.
sacrifice some virgins.
to volcanoes.
Yeah.
For Zeus. Or for the
I
sun
hate
god Leo.
Morndos. I don't know where we want to take that.
I thought it was just like a walkthrough.
Yeah, if we just walk through like
All
I don't know, is
amazing.
there like a storyline that the listeners want to see us do? Because once we finish the campaign, we got to do like another one. If you guys want us to keep making those,
Depends on how the
I
views
mean,
go.
like, I kind of want to just do Daedric stuff. Like, hunt for those
well, we
achievements.
could do that.
Yeah, hunt for the data artifacts.
Jeez.
You're alright,
I don't know, dude. You exercise my daemons.
You daemons.
Ah.
Fighter of the birth
Angels.
Champion of the
Sky.
Okay. That went a weird place.
Okay.
Wow!
You guys are
Daniel did the Crota,
yeah.
scraped the Scrota.
You did scrape the scrota? Why did you guys scrape the scrota?
In,
What did I tell you about scraping the scrota?
while he was playing in Density.
yeah, well, I was playing Destiny with Cordy, and
Did you see any viscous dogs?
I don't think there's any
hate the
viscous
fucking viscous dogs. Viscous dogs are the worst. Did we ever record Fallout? We did streams.
Oh, do you
I
want to
think-
record Fallout?
I think
we
we should
have
do
Vegas right now.
I think we should do
Have all of us played Vegas?
I haven't.
Oh,
I've played it.
Showtime.
I haven't beaten it.
Oh,
I've played a little bit of it.
Oh, then you
Well,
fucking-
Pelican hasn't.
Why'd you lie?
Pelican hasn't. But he did watch me beat it on Chase's stream.
Yeah, it might be an issue.
We could beat it a different way, I guess. I did kind of just take the easy route.
Oh, I mean, like, yeah. Yeah. So, what else is on the list of games to play? Jacob and I recorded I Am Bread. That'll be out this Friday.
I am
Oh.
bread.
Did you guys both play, or just one of you played and one of you watched?
We
We
both played.
And I glitched the game out, and it was really
Oh.
fun. But don't spoil it.
Did you
That
do,
was
like,
You guys have to
the
watch it.
funniest.
did you do like one on the hand, or like?
No,
I told
Oh, you
him that
just
we
took
should have
turns?
done that, but like we just took turns. And
because
Oh,
I am
should've.
I Am Bread is actually one of the hardest games.
yeah, not really.
Well, like
I see other people do it that way, and it's really
I-
fun.
I-
to
Yeah, it looks really fun, but maybe we can do it tonight. No, wait, did you bring your laptop? Yeah, you did.
there was.
Oh. I'm
Oh.
glad you guys figured out how to record on a laptop.
Yeah, it's just like recording on an Xbox.
We
On a
cheat.
laptop.
So
We cheat.
yeah.
I don't see how.
Well, I mean, like we don't do the traditional capture, so
yeah, whatever.
we capture like it's a console, and it's really kind of funny.
Yeah, it works.
But it works really well. So
Yeah,
we're gonna do it that way until I figure out how to use my other software.
I mean,
Man,
we could do some Cthulhu Saves the World.
do I want to stream? I really want to stream Civ.
Cool.
We could do that
Go ahead.
We should.
No,
Why?
because that'll be like
because we might have one viewer. Us, maybe.
People love watching Civ.
Do
dude.
they?
Oh, they do.
How? Do
I
they?
will give. I have legitimate evidence that I will.
As opposed to
bring up.
illegitimate evidence, like my.
There is
sons.
such a thing.
I know.
like circular logic.
What type of logic now? Circular logic? Oh, that one.
No. In Deepman's class,
I like how I can read
Oh, so,
your texts
we watched
because of the button.
Me and Lauren are taking me and Lauren are taking a
Remove the spyware. Jesus.
I can't read backwards. Or
I can.
bubbled.
Fucking NSA. All up in my shit still. Yeah, I know you hear me.
Me and Lauren are taking
Yay.
comparative religions class.
Oh yeah.
So we were watching this video in class with this spiritualist guy, and he was like, after everything he
God,
said,
we can talk about this.
we can
Yeah.
like
This gives me a subject to talk about.
every time like he'd say something, he'd be like, if I can say, if it's like
If I may use the word.
if I can use the word pie, or like he'd be like, You are like pie, if I may use the word. It's like
He was like this Hindu yogi type, and
Yogi Bear.
yeah, it was like he actually had a really wide English vocabulary, but he still had like the Indian accent and everything. So when he used a word that was like kind of out of place, but not really, he'd say, "If I may use the word," after it, and yeah.
Yeah.
Deekman does this Indian accent.
If I may use the word.
We discussed the video, and when we're talking about it afterwards, he'll just do it casually, and we'll be like, "Well, the guy was talking about like this part," and Deekman will be like, "Oh, you're talking about the part where he's like, if I may use the word," and we'll be like, "Yeah, that's what we're
like,
talking about."
It would start out, everyone was like at the beginning, like everyone was arguing.
Oh my god. No, it didn't start out that way. It grew that way. Like, during the video, Chase and I have been having this ongoing argument because he keeps bringing up the subject of the, like, how do we know my red is, like, different from your red? That whole shit, which I fucking hate.
I don't see how it matters anyway.
Yeah.
Well, first off, it doesn't, and secondly, it's not true.
Yeah, I know.
And the guy in the video talked about it, and at first, Chase was like, he was like looking back at me in the video, and I was like, you fucking watch this video, you listen to him. And towards the end, he starts to like switch over to what I'm saying about the argument, and he's like, boom, now he's talking like my side, and that's how he ends it. And I'm like, see? And Chase didn't pay attention to the last half because he was like, he talked about the first half, yeah. And anyway.
But like, it just grew to this huge argument between them, and like half the class picked like Lauren's side, and the other half was like on Chase's side, and I just kind of wandered away and talked to Deekman about other things.
If I may use the whip.
So I remember Chase was saying something about like thirds and why they're incorrect.
Thirds are incorrect.
No, they aren't. So like, explain to me why are they incorrect?
What is 1/9?
1/9?
Percentage wise.
Fucked if I know. It's like 11.3 continuous.
Okay, what's
What's
2/9?
2/9? That's like 26.
Okay, no, I'm gonna make this easy. 1/9 is 11.11111.
Yeah.
2/9, 2.22222, right?
Fuck.
What's 3/9?
3.3333.
What's 4?
4.4.
5.
5.5.
6.
6.
7. 8. 9.
9. But that's also
9/9.
But
100% equals 99.999%.
but it's 999 continuous, right?
Yeah.
The misrepresentation of what infinity is, like, that's where the issue is that being that it goes forever, it actually catches up to that one.
Mm-hmm.
It does make it to where it's a whole.
Yeah. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does.
Okay.
Fucking Googling this shit right now.
Okay.
I know it does, though.
Everyone on the internet is correct, right?
Yeah, but
Dan's gonna use the internet, and everyone on the internet is correct. I'm just gonna say, Dan,
Here we go.
that no matter what, with a ninth, if it's a ninth of something, there will still be 0.00000000000 infinite 0.1. There'll be a 1 at the end of that, no matter what it is.
But
Yeah, but like
well,
at a certain point, it does connect to 1 because it goes.
What
It
creates
goes
that
fast
point?
enough. Huh?
It goes fast.
No,
It,
Dan.
We're traveling at the speed of numbers, Jacob. Try to keep up. Goddamn.
That doesn't make any sense.
well, I mean, you're just not understanding it.
No.
That's the issue.
Clearly, we're the ones with.
The flawed
So-
logic here.
I want to talk more about the blue is the whatever.
Who's the whatever?
The dude talks, and he says exactly what I've been saying the whole time. Chase is like, how do we know my red's your red? And I'm like, he's like, we call it red, but we could be seeing different colors. And I'm like, no, we couldn't. And here's why. Because this red we're looking at right now, what color is that? And he's like, it's red. And I'm like, yeah, it's red. Minus the label, what color is that? It's the same. So, like, we're both seeing the same thing no matter what the label is. And
I don't see why it's an issue.
I don't see why any of this
they were
matters.
like, but what about colorblind people? And I'm like, well, first off, that's a different scenario, and they still notice that it's a different shade.
Of gray.
They still recognize what shade it is, and
It's
they-
all a
they-
different shade.
and then him and Kelly were just like, "You're wrong," and I'm like, "How the fuck am I wrong?" And they were like, "You're just talking in circles," and I'm like, "You're talking in circles."
And I was just
What?
Found it. Okay, I'll read it off. This is from a math website. The sequence of natural numbers never ends and is infinite. Okay, 1/3 is a finite number. It is not infinite, but written as a decimal, the digit 3 represents forever. We say 0.3 repeating, which is
0.3333, etc.
yeah, it goes on forever. It repeats infinitely. So when you see a number like 9.9 or 0.999 repeating, there is no end to it. We cannot say what happens if the end is an 8 because it simply does not end. So 0.999 equals 1.
That doesn't make sense.
No.
That's how that works, though.
Because all they're saying is, because we can't tell.
We're just gonna round up.
Yeah, that's what that says.
So picture you have this hotel, right? There's infinite rooms.
Damn,
And
I'm rich.
this one man walks up to the counter and they're like, okay, well, we have infinity rooms, but all of them are filled right now. It's like, since there's infinity, they can never all be filled because infinity never ends. So they're like, okay, we'll switch the person from room 1 to room 2, room 2 to room 3, and room, like, the people, and they keep going on like that. It just never ends that way. I forgot why I'm explaining this to you guys, so I'm just gonna say, well, that's just explaining infinity, and that doesn't matter.
Yeah.
What am I saying?
Dan, you just destroyed your entire argument. Thank you.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Dan, just accept.
No, I'm not
That-
wrong.
0.9999999999999 infinite is not 1.
It is equivalent to 1.
No, it doesn't. It is not. 0.99999, etc. does not equal 1. Unless you're rounding. Which people do. That's the whole rule right there. Okay? Don't argue about this. Because there's
But
still
there's no
being...
argument there. You're just wrong.
Okay,
He is.
so...
You're
Dan,
totally wrong.
Dan, think about this. Alright, so think about it. If there's an infinite amount of 9s,
Yep.
there would still be an infinite amount of 0s with 1 at the end.
There wouldn't be an infinite amount of zeros because it's all taken up by 9s.
Think about the space that is left.
But there isn't an infinite amount of zeros.
Think about the space that is left.
Mhm.
If you're going to equate that space that is left after the 9999, it would be the same amount of zeros, but at the end there'd be a 0.1. There'd be 1.
But my point is that being that there is never an end to it, is that space at all meaningful?
No, but
Because
you
there
just
is no
argued.
space.
You just no, because it would be such a small amount of space, such a tiny amount of space. So it'd be smaller than atoms. It would be so small that you couldn't tell.
Because it's infinitely small, so that makes it equal to 1. That it connects to 1 because there's no space.
No, it does not mean that, Dan.
That's exactly what
Because
that means.
there's still that infinitely small thing. You can,
But
you can
if
you
it's
can
infinitely
argue.
small, that doesn't mean it exists.
No, it doesn't mean that it exists. It doesn't mean it doesn't exist, though. See, Dan, because we don't know, we pick two sides of the argument because that's what we decide. How we think in our own brains. So this really argument doesn't actually matter. It's just how you think.
But it's...
So I rode a camel one time. when
Sounds
I was,
interesting.
Like, it was at a circus,
Oh.
and I was just like, "Huh, that's a camel." And they're like, "Yeah, you wanna
Hop on?
You wanna fucking ride it?" And I'm like, "Yeah." So
1s and 0s.
that's how I rode the camel.
Okay, so here it is. Just look at this, you read it, and you tell me if I'm wrong now. But go on with your camel thing.
Oh, that was it. I was just trying to
Change it,
derail.
but- Divide both sides by 9.
But
Mhm.
Yeah, that's a simple. Okay. Yeah, you equal 1 because that's right. That extra 10. Squad. of math. But
That's a lot of dead air.
yeah, so I'm gonna
Well,
stop
I mean,
talking about. I'm
sorry.
ignoring what Dan has on the screen now.
Because it's right.
No, because I'm tired of arguing about this.
No, because I'm right.
So, the video
Go
we're
on.
watching in comparative religions,
We just finished watching it.
yeah, we just finished watching, is these two, or these three. But there's the two main guys who have, like, differing points of view.
But
on,
like agree about a lot of things.
yeah. It's not really differing, it's just from a different perspective.
Yeah.
And it was all about consciousness. And so I was really intrigued by the whole thing. And seeing these two different people,
From like India and
completely different places.
England,
Yeah, and
which is
talking about the same subject from a different perspective.
Mhm.
And one of them looked at it as like consciousness is I'm not going to say it nearly as well as any of them are, but he thinks of consciousness from within himself.
Mhm.
And then the other dude, the Indian one,
thinks of
thinks of consciousness as a piece of the universe. So one of them is the thought that like
Each of us has our.
consciousness is your personal consciousness is a flowing piece of the universe, and the other one says that like the universe is a piece of your consciousness.
So like
I-
both of them.
Yeah, they
Have
both could
just-
technically be right. It depends on their own schemas.
Yeah.
Because it is, like, ironically, consciousness is a part of your own schema. What you think of it is in your head. It kind of reminds me of, I forgot which philosopher it was, but he was looking at, like, the constants. He knows that, or he knew, he's dead now, that, like, the only things that you can observe, your senses can be fooled. Like,
Yeah.
you can see illusions and stuff, and you can, like, your ears can be fooled and all this other stuff. So if you look down at the only base thing that you know is that you are an entity that is thinking. You are just something out there that's thinking. You know that you have thought.
Mhm.
You're this thing. That's like the only constant you can understand, really. But, I mean, I guess we build up these own walls because I could
And-
be banging my head against a wall in some padded room right now if I really...
Yeah, you could be.
Because yeah,
And
it's odd.
we could just be one small microscopic thing floating through a vast emptiness. Unable to perceive the world around us, so we just walk inside of the little brain that we have, and we are the world's. And maybe our perception isn't like
Yeah, perceptions can be fooled, so...
yeah. Maybe the perception of that little speck of sentient being flowing through the space.
I feel like this is going to go into multiverse theory.
No, it's not. Maybe that speck in its head just made all of this entire planet, and just lives through all of us.
There is a god.
That's not where I was going with that. But.
I don't know. That felt like Jack Sparrow right there. Just
So yeah, that was my thought on that.
really bad catchphrases and all that other stuff.
Captain Jack Sparrow.
But yeah, it was really interesting to me to get the Indian dude's perspective of it.
Because it wasn't a Western ideal.
Yeah, exactly. Because like
We're
most
so
people around this area think of it from the other guy's perspective as like universe is within our consciousness, and
the other guy's like, well, maybe our consciousness is within the universe.
It's
yeah,
a very, very small piece of the universe.
and that
yeah.
blew my mind. And
It's,
uh,
I really love seeing things from a different point of view. Like, I was
Yeah.
right with you guys with the whole 9 thing. But then, like, my teacher explained it, and I was like, that makes a lot more sense.
Philosophy, and it really doesn't matter.
Oh, yeah, I mean, 1 to 1 really doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're both the same, so.
Yeah. So, I want to say something about our. We had a current events class for the first half of that year.
I'm sorry.
And like the idea was to take it as objective as possible. But the more I think about that class, the more I realized we all just took our own views on it. Like, and we tend to argue more about how we think about things, not as like unbiased. And I realized that now after we're done with the class, because like everyone in that class would be like, "Oh, we're gonna use our opinions to judge these things and not look at them from the
A collective
like from the outer."
I don't know
Yeah.
about that.
sociological point of view.
Yeah, that's how I feel most of the class.
That's just because that's what we were verbal about, though.
Yeah. And I mean, I didn't read anyone's papers or anything, but like the verbal part of the class, everyone just took a stand on what they believed, and it wasn't like, let's look at this from an objective standpoint. It was just, let's look at this as our opinions. And that was interesting to me to think about after the class was over.
Yeah, it sounds interesting. Crap, there's something I was gonna say. Don't remember. Oh well.
It was crap. He was just gonna say crap.
Oh,
Cool.
hurts my
Poop.
feelings. You
Shit.
dick.
So, as we were walking through town earlier today, like, we started to smell dog shit. It was
Great
like,
story.
Wonderful story.
Such a
Jacob.
great story.
yep, that's all I had to say. Thanks. And the Nobel cries for
The Nobel cries. The Nobel cries for saddest book.
Goes to.
Stephen King, thank you. So,
Yeah. Goddamn.
that was great. Anyway, dog shit.
yeah.
Where to go from there?
God. There's such a hard place to come from.
I've
Don't
come
take
from,
that literally. Please.
Come from harder.
I've come harder. Do you look at the ceiling and see those specks?
I see all the disrespects.
No. Well, that's not fun.
So I was talking to someone
Oh yeah?
who's actually pretty religious,
Uh-huh.
and
Uh-huh.
the first time I've ever heard someone that's really religious say this to me, it's okay to masturbate. He's like, you know,
But not if you're gay, right?
but he drew the line where he drew the line was porn.
What?
Yeah, I
Yeah.
know.
No, it was like,
Oh god, I love teachers.
yeah, like it was funny, because he was like, well, it's okay to masturbate as a man because we always have that urge. It's kind of always there. But it's not okay to look at porn while you
Is
masturbate.
it not okay to masturbate if you're a female?
Oh.
I think it was less sinful to think about somebody in your mind, like of whom you like either saw on the street or a significant other or something along those lines, than it is to like, oh, well, there's this. I might as well just like be done with it quickly.
I don't know. It's an interesting view, though.
It is.
It's
I
a weird
haven't heard it.
line.
That's a really weird line to draw.
Yeah, that's what I thought when I was talking to you. I was like, huh, that's an interesting idea.
It's like you can masturbate if you can manage to do it off of thought.
I was like,
Those desperate days when your router's down.
and you're sad and lonely. Ain't got nobody to love.
Ain't got no stranger.
Ain't got no screen to love.
I mean, there's those camping nights, right?
When you're alone in a tent with 8 other men.
Alone in a tent with 8 other men. Way to fucking see that.
Great.
I said that I haven't been making sense all fucking day.
It's actually kind of
Oh
entertaining.
my god. Are we going camping or what?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
are right now. Let's go fap in a tent with 8 other men.
By
Go
ourselves.
fap
Fat
alone.
wagon.
Alone. So you like go in your individual sleeping bags.
I'll bring my J.O. crystals.
Yeah, we
There's a
need to
pu-
get crystals, bro.
I don't want crystals, bro. I don't have
Diamonds.
to explain that everywhere I go. Don't want to have to fuck
Walking.
with the plane's avionics every time I go on a trip.
They compensated my JO crystals.
Guys, if you don't know, you should know.
If you don't know, you should know.
Google it. Google JO crystal and go to images.
Images of JO crystals. I'm gonna look that up now because I actually.
It's just a like a Craigslist ad that normally comes up, unless of course you find the new ones, which are just dicks on crystals. Actually, I have no idea if that's a thing. I haven't looked it up in a while.
These
so-
new age crystals. It's not the same.
They're JOing all of the time.
We still haven't finished Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, but the Pelican hasn't been here in a while.
Yeah.
And when he was, like, when we were planning on recording it, we just didn't. He's like, nah.
You
I'm
know,
tired.
I should bring my Xbox next week.
Yes.
Ow.
That
So we
fucking
can play
hurt.
like GTA or something together, because I haven't played video games with you guys in like forever.
Yeah, I sent Lauren a text that said 360 question mark, and he didn't respond.
I did.
Did you?
You did not read.
I did not read Spawn.
Read Spawn.
Wasn't a positive response, but
360. Nah dot.
nah.
Dot.
That's called a period.
Nah, dot.
Did not say nada.
And this person didn't say, okay, dot, dot.
Nada.
Okay, dot, dot.
Nada.
Nah,
Dot done. Oh, shit.
So I've been starting out making Minecraft maps with the seed
How do you spell it?
HHHHOOOUU. And like,
God, that started with I Hate Morndals, right?
yeah. And it's enveloped all of our lives.
Oh.
I'm just gonna write a book, and
Oh,
I'm gonna
the-
have one of the main
The
characters.
Chronicles of Ho.
And the main character is gonna be like, oh.
Like, people who don't listen to our podcast or they're deaf and they try to read your book, they're gonna be like, what? Like, they were, picture this person like went deaf at age 30 or whatever. They read your book at 31. They're like, what the fuck would that noise be?
and like they like make the noise in a public space because the reading's like
How?
everyone around them
And then like somebody taps them and's like doing sign language. They're like, oh, you reading this book? They're like, yeah.
And he said unto thee,
Oh.
oh.
Sounds like I feel like that'd be a sexual nature though.
That's like when comedians know that there's a deaf person in the crowd. And so there's like the guy signing all the jokes off like on the side. You see that sometimes?
Yeah.
And the comedian will just go like balls, 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 and just like say stuff that like makes no sense just in the middle of his act. And at the beginning he addresses it, and so the people know. But he's like, I'm just gonna say random things at certain points. That way the deaf people in the audience have no clue what's going on, and the signer will just be there signing balls like balls, 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 balls. And deaf people are.
Dick
What?
fart vagina butt.
What's going on? It's not funny. Why is everyone laughing?
they can't tell that everyone's laughing.
They can feel it. Have you never been in a room with like a whole bunch of laughter? Like you feel it in your hair,
In your hair.
like in your face.
Because
You feel
my
it in your
hair has
face.
the nervous system now. And every time I get it cut, it
can,
hurts.
Can you not feel the vibrations in your hair?
No, because my hair doesn't have a nervous system.
Well, not like in your hair, but like on your head. Your head's sensitive as shit, dude.
Yeah, I know, but the way you described it made it sound like my hair has a nervous system. And every time I get cut, I scream. Imagine like having
Jacob, why could you?
It's like, Jacob, no! I'm like, sorry, hair. And that's why I never get my hair cut. I
That's
just
why you
cry.
never shave your pubes.
That
Oh,
that
God.
stuff's especially sensitive. According to Dan, my hair feels. No.
What the fuck are we talking about?
What have we done? So
Thanks.
this podcast is brought to you by.
Limp Dick Lufafa.
Thank you, Little Fafa, for your non-existence as a company. Because everyone would hate your name.
Oh my god.
So, let's all look at our phones real quick and waste time.
That was,
I'm trying to like
I can't
think
I
of
don't know.
news this week.
I don't know where to go, man. Like we've been everywhere. We've been all around the world.
Oh
my God.
Lauren, you started this shit. So I made buttons today.
That's how
Oh.
funk you up.
Yeah,
What about them?
There's
Funk
a
you up.
Soldier Side 1. There's a Skyrim
Talk
guard
about
that's
that.
asking dragons with fire behind him. There's a Psychopath, a Full Metal Alchemist, and a Soul Eater one.
More weed shit.
Sound funk you up.
Yeah, because
Sound funk you up.
they're my Wea bros.
We a bro.
I ain't your we a bro.
Yeah, no, it's 'cause
you're
just like...
So I'm a normal human being.
that's not abnormal to like anime. And even, like, that has nothing to do with liking Japanese culture.
There's an extent. You fucking weeb.
Yeah, being that I haven't watched anime in like 4 fucking weeks.
There's an extent.
Is that an extent?
There's an extent. You've crossed many a line.
Well,
did you guys
who draws
hear that?
those lines? Yeah,
I was like,
The
the
norms.
audio fucking heard
The
that.
non-weebs draw those lines, Dan.
Which ones?
I don't know why you take such offense.
Yeah, I know. I don't know why you're such a
normal
Nazi.
person.
So but
Because I like an art style and a specific interest.
can I take
based on
a
whole
can I take a
genre?
third view from this
Go for it.
without either of you interrupting my thought process?
We'll see.
Go on. Waiting for you.
So like, Lauren, you like?
I like your shirt.
Thanks.
Go on.
Lauren, what type of art style do you like?
The shitty kind.
Shut up.
Regular.
Okay, what is regular to
I
you?
don't know. Modern.
Modern art. Okay. What if I said that people that like modern art are shitheads?
That's great. I don't draw. I don't make buttons of modern art. I don't hang things of modern art. I'm not obsessed with modern art.
Okay.
I just appreciate to an extent.
Okay. So, my question is, so what's something that you like enjoy, right? You wear a lot of enjoy.
Sure.
You do. It's a panda.
1 out of fucking like 20.
Okay, we're not.
2.
There's okay, let me count. The wall hangings on my wall for things. I have a Destiny poster. So, and then I have 2 Assassin's Creed flags, so that's 3 things. I have a Griffisms poster, a Hunters of Achievements poster.
Clock.
I have a an art thing that I did with a wood burner of Maka Albarn. I have one of Rack's drawings, and I have an Enjoy Panda. One of which is anime. But yeah, I'm a weeaboo.
That's just the stuff on your walls, bro.
You were saying the things on my walls.
So,
that was an example because I see a thing on your wall that's
so
always
I don't
staring
understand,
down.
Lauren. What I don't understand is why you care. Like, I don't understand.
Because he used to be normal.
Well, why do you care?
He used to be my best friend.
Oh, you
So-
fucking
so-
cunt.
But I'm just so
I
confused
still
right
thought you
now.
were my best friend.
Is why you're being so
Oh.
intolerant.
I'm not being intolerant.
Yeah, you are. You are totally being intolerant of anime.
You just called me not your best friend anymore. That makes me sad.
I'm not saying like,
that
I'm cutting off
legitimately
ties.
makes me sad.
I'm not
Okay,
saying
okay,
I'm
well,
cutting off ties with you as a friend because you like anime. I'm saying anime has stolen my best friend from me.
I'm just saying, Lauren.
I didn't
You're being a
become an
douche.
otaku.
I'm not being a douche.
Yeah, you are.
I'm
You're
not
treating
being
it
a
like
douche.
it's a psychological problem.
It is.
You're being a douchebag.
Would it take... Dude,
Okay. Dan is not obsessed. Okay.
he's obsessed.
Being obsessed is a completely different thing than what Dan is.
He's obsessed.
Being
You're
obsessed,
you're taking this too lightly.
I am
You're
not taking
taking
this
this too
lightly at
heavy.
all. I'm thinking you're being a
Taking this
douchebag
too
about
lightly.
this.
You're taking this too lightly.
Vote in the comments whether you
Don't
think.
set it on the fucking thing.
I do apologize, Lauren, about that thing. But,
But I don't see why, even if he's obsessed. Okay, say he's obsessed. I don't know why you have to lord your opinions over him. I just don't understand why you have to be right about this.
if anything,
If it's
else,
a preference, I'm trying to say
Oh,
things.
sorry.
If it's a preference, then it's a preference. It's not you being right and someone else being wrong. It's their preference, and you being a douchebag because you're
Being
like
a Jew douchebag.
I'm gonna say douchebag,
I feel like he's kind of like a Hitler with it.
but you're like being a douchebag about it because you're like your view,
Is bad,
which is different than my view, is completely wrong,
and you're a worse person for it.
and you're a bad person because you like something and it affects you in a positive way. Dan is not negatively affected by this. You may think because he has one thing of art on his wall that he enjoys
That I'm actually
anime,
quite proud of.
and that he enjoys it. So what? I enjoy lots of things.
I enjoy.
Are you
pussy.
gonna say I'm a screamo metalhead because I wear banties all the
I'm
time?
not a metalhead. Metal's different from screamo.
Besides the
So
point.
I looked it up online just to see. I was like, what is the difference, or like what is the line of weeaboo? And the first thing I got was a article on The Escapist, a magazine. I said this was on a forum. It said the line between weeaboos and anime fans. said, like, basically, what do you think? What's your opinions on this? And I haven't read most of these, but I'll just read it off. When you want to be Japanese or want to live in Japan, then you're a weeaboo. And by the way, I am paraphrasing this because some of the people don't know how to fucking type. Though many anime fans call themselves weeaboos to help separate them from the annoying ones or to show that they don't care. I don't know what that they were trying to say. Weeaboo doesn't have anywhere near a strong definition. The most common use is that it's simply a prerogative to indicate a word user's distaste for another person's interest in some part of Japanese culture. I mean, that one kind of made sense.
So I just really want to know, Lauren. I'm not like. I just want to know why you decided that you needed to take this whole campaign about it. Because that's what you've done. You've made this into like this huge campaign against anime. Like I feel like you would be one of the people that would have started the Concerned Moms About Anime page.
You might have.
Like you seem like one of those people that would
my
be.
children.
Yeah.
I'm not quite getting where you're coming from.
I would like to. I would definitely like to understand what you mean by it, but like you've never done it in a respectful way, so I've never taken you seriously with it.
Yeah.
But like at the same time, it's like, well, I mean, I thought we were friends, and
What's a
but
respectful
he hates
way?
me.
Well,
Well,
you always
explain it better than saying you're just a fucking weeb.
because you
I
always
did before that. That's just where we settled.
like every time that I've seen this, it's you just being insulting Dan. It's just like
Fucking weeaboo.
pretty much.
That's
like,
what it's come to.
I don't understand why you can't just
I described it in the olden days. In the
So-
days of old.
well
When I
that's
was 16, I'll tell you how I got into anime. I basically kind of had the same distaste for it at some point. What?
My neck. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought you were just like, he's a fucking weeaboo, he's gonna defend himself, what a cunt, right? But, like, so, my girlfriend invited me over, and we watched part of My Neighbor Totoro. And My Neighbor Totoro is a Studio Ghibli film, which is completely unlike most other animated things. It's more of a cartoon than anything else.
Mhm.
But, like, I started to like it, and I was like, well, this isn't actually that bad. And I had always been told by many people to watch Soul Eater. Well, many people, including 3 people at my school. They're like, oh, well, you should watch this if you ever get a chance. And it's like, I might get to it eventually. And then I went back home and watched Always Sunny. I think that was when I was getting into Always Sunny. Yeah. Screaming Dayman all the time. And, like, How I Met Your Mother and all that stuff. And after I watched My Neighbor Totoro, I was like, this stuff isn't that bad. I actually enjoy the art style a lot more than I thought I would. So I started watching Soul Eater, and the first episode was actually really cool. I really enjoyed it. But, I mean, then I started watching it, and I was like, I like the art style. Why the fuck not? And the fight scenes are pretty fucking cool.
So I'm just gonna throw a hypothetical out towards Lauren. Okay, so say there is someone.
There's someone.
Daniel
knew what I was going to say. He looked at me as soon as you said say, because he knew I was going to.
Okay, well,
Sorry.
the hypothetical, there's another person here. His name is George.
Or
Hi,
Pelican.
George.
And he's as close of friends as you and Dan are.
Pelican.
Well, I'm just
Oh,
Yeah.
using
Hypothetical person.
hypothetical person. Say he watches Always Sunny in Philadelphia
Cool.
Because he's a cool
and
person.
takes it to the same level as Dan takes watching anime.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think of that person?
I think it's kind of weird that you're that, like... I don't know, you're obsessed with it, but it's...
So
Which that means I'm going to watch Always Sunny once in a while. Or George is.
are you saying there's a problem with having an obsession about it? Or are you saying that there's a problem with him watching it at all?
There's definitely an obsession issue.
There's definitely a double standard.
So would you think any less of the person that watches Always Sunny in Philadelphia opposed to the person that watches Soul Eater?
Well, it's not just Soul Eater, though.
Well okay.
It's
Say
like-
what?
So,
Say,
I mean, Like if I was gonna fuck, sorry, I keep
Say
doing
he's
that.
obsessed
Thank you for catching me on
with
it. though.
all of those types of shows, like How I Met Your Mother and stuff like that.
Those are kind of different.
Yeah, but like the
Like
same
like
thing.
with that same like idea. I don't watch very much TV, so I'm kind of shooting in the dark here. Okay.
We'll say workaholics.
Yeah, stuff like that.
It's Always Sunny is a lot closer to workaholics than
Yeah, fine.
How I Met Your Mother. But
So it's like he takes it to that same extreme that Dan takes. To the same extreme. I'm using that word lightly.
I don't take it to extremes at all, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying because for Lauren feels like he takes it to extremes, and he keeps on staring at the picture of Maka on Dan's wall every time. He's like, I don't take it to extremes. Lauren just like looks at it and then looks back. So I'm just gonna for Lauren's sake say they take it to the same extreme as Dan does.
They've drawn Charlie like a few times.
A lot. So what do you think about it? And I want your honest opinion, not your filtered opinion.
I will say, it is different, and I will say why.
Go for it.
Go ahead. That's what this mean. This mean. That's what this meant.
Because those stories that have similarities, there's a couple similarities in Always Sunny and Workaholics.
Mm-hmm.
Nowhere near as extreme, strange, weird, drawn out, and repetitive or similar as anime story plots.
Okay.
Hey, for example.
Okay, can I say
example,
something?
Though,
Can I say something?
go for it.
I'm
You haven't
I
said
feel like
things.
having a group therapy session.
Which is cool. We're getting through this, guys.
Okay, we're gonna work this out tonight because I'm tired of you arguing about it. So
I don't know if we're going to solve anything.
I don't care if we don't solve anything. At least we'll know where each other stands.
Yeah.
So you're saying that he's wrong because he likes anime, not because he's taking to an extreme. That's what you're saying.
Both.
No, you're not.
Yes.
Because you said, well, it's different with this show because they don't do the repetitive thing.
But I also said it's an obsession.
It's an obsession, yeah. But
So he's taking it to an extreme.
yeah, an
Well, you
extreme.
just said I wasn't.
Okay.
No, it's
I'm just saying that the reasoning you have told us just now is, well, I don't like the story plot of anime, so it's terrible.
That's not exactly what I said.
Well,
But
I'm paraphrasing.
I am saying that they're all very similar.
like,
extreme,
for example.
drawn out. Like,
But to defend myself before you say anything, I don't watch Dragon Ball Z because I actually hate it. Also, haven't watched Naruto because it's way too big and I don't want to get into it. And most things like that, like my favorite anime I've ever watched is a 50-episode thing. So, I mean,
Yeah, and so my question is, taking outside of the obsession, so I watch anime a lot.
I know.
probably more than me.
Actually, probably. Do you think I'm a bad person because I watch anime?
I think it.
Do you think it's changed me because I've watched anime?
Yes.
For the worse?
Not for the better.
But for the worse.
So-
Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're saying? I want to know what you're saying, Lauren, not what you're trying to avoid the thing.
I'm not trying to avoid anything.
Then why don't you just say explicitly what you think?
Well, because I'm having two conversations at once now, actually. But
If I was going to, like, compare, like, just the word anime
Nah,
to something,
I
I would
was-
compare it to music. Just saying. Just because music is as broad a thing as anime is, just because there's multiple different genres within it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, country to pop to reggae to rock to screamo to heavy metal and all that stuff. There's just as many genres within anime. There's the weird, like, I guess you could go from, like, the porn shit to, like, some action stuff to some, like, psychological things and over to even Death Note. I guess that would kind of classify as psychological thriller. But there's many different branches of it.
So, Lauren, I think Lauren has this...
This idea that everything is bad.
I feel like Lauren, I'm going to say something that might offend him, but I think I'm over it
you
already.
can try.
I think Lauren is on his high horse about this and thinks he's right no matter what you say to him. If I'm right, please say so. If I'm wrong, please say so.
But explain either way.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I'm not sure.
Because
I mean,
it feels like you just the moment you decided that you didn't like anime, you just
kept it.
completely decided that everyone else's opinions about it that was differing to yours was stupid.
You decided that it was an absolute, and
There's no such thing as absolutes.
I'm still.
there
hearing
is
you
never.
guys-
I never speak in
I'm
absolutes.
still hearing you guys out. Daniel tried to get me to watch some animes.
When?
And
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah.
But-
I tried getting you to watch Soul Eater or Full Metal Alchemist.
I'm like, this is ridiculous.
did you watch it?
he
I watched like 2 full episodes, and I was like,
he
how
watched
do you watch
about
this?
half an episode of Full Metal Alchemist.
But he didn't like it.
Okay. Well, I'm going to say something to conclude
Which
this
is fine.
podcast. You can have your own opinion, and I just don't think you should shit on other people for it. All right. Have a nice night.
Unless it changes them.
Unless Lauren's just going to keep on with this vindictive attitude. All right. Good night, guys.
We love you. Say goodbye to the
Unless
folks,
you're a
Lauren.
weeb.
The rest of us love you. Lauren might hate you. Sorry.
Winter, hate Lauren.
I think
Bye.
it makes you a better. I think it makes you.
Okay.
Last
Bye,
ever
guys.